Evolution is an essential truth supported by overwhelming scientific evidence. As paleontologists continue to discover new fossils, they are able to document with increasing detail. Beginning well before Darwin, comparative anatomy and development biology revealed underlying similarities in physical structures among animals. These structures were modified for new purposes during evolution by changes in embryonic development. The limbs of vertebrates have evolved shapes adapted for a variety of functions, such as running, swimming, flying, and jumping. Despite the fact that these organisms have evolved independently, the skeletal specializations seen in these animals are remarkably similar. Their hind limbs are much longer and stronger than their forearms. Research has demonstrated that greater hind limbs length and muscle mass combined with specialized ligaments and tendons provide the force necessary to propel these animals through the air. Additional skeletal adaptations for jumping include reduced and fused vertebrae to minimize sideways motion and relatively large plantigrade hind feet, which provide support and stability during takeoffs and landings. The horse belongs to an order known as Perissodactyla, or odd-toed ungulates, which all share hoofed feet and an odd number of toes on each foot, as well as mobile upper lips and similar tooth structure. This means horses share a common ancestry with tapirs and rhinoceroses. The Perissodactylas originally arose in the late Paleocene, less than 10 million years after the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. This group of animals appears to have been originally specialized for life in tropical forests, but whereas tapirs and to some extent rhinoceroses retain their jungle specializations, modern horses are adapted to life on drier land and in much harsher climatic conditions of the steppes. Other species of aquos are adapted to a variety of intermediate conditions. Divergent evolution is the accumulation of differences between groups which can lead to the formation of new species, usually a result of diffusion of the same species to different and isolate environments, which blocks the gene flow among the distinct populations, allowing differentiated fixation of characteristics through genetic drift and natural selection. Primarily, diffusion is the basis of molecular division and can be seen in some higher level characters of structure and function that are readily observable in organisms. For example, the vertebrate limb is one example of divergent evolution. The limb in many different species has a common origin, but has diverged somewhat in overall structure and function. The human arm and the flip of the whale is a prime example of divergent evolution. The ulna and radius in the whale flipper are similar to the ulna and radius of humans and human descent.